This video is about how to use this tree diagram. So in the beginning, you're gonna see one node, and click on the label, not the node, but on the label to expand it. And now you're gonna see three parts. So the first part is an introduction. The second are the main programs, and the third one contains the learning points. So we're going to go through that briefly one by one. So in the introduction, click to expand that. There are two parts. The first is called what can it do? Basically, it's an introduction. The second is how to use it, and you will see that there is an icon here. So basically, that icon is a play button. It means that there are videos in this part. So to view the videos, just right-click and select Edit Description. So inside you will see a video, and then you can play that video. Basically, that video is on YouTube, and you can put that into the full screen, and it's gonna play. All right. So to close that, when you view that and you want to close that, just click this button to close it, and then you can go to the next one. And this one is basically contains a video to download the programs. Okay, so this is the first part, which is about the introduction. So to collapse these nodes, click this circle or the label again. So basically it is a toggle. So click once, it is going to expand, and then click again, it's going to collapse. All right, so the second part is about the main programs. So there are two programs. One is called Get DPD. The other is a file containing all the macros, the supporting macros. So the first one, now look at the node. We have one more icon. So basically, this icon means that there are sub-steps. But anyway, first there is a play icon. So we can right-click and select Edit Description. And inside we can play the video. So basically, this video is an overview of the contents. All right. So and now the second icon, it says that there are sub-steps. So to view these sub-steps, right-click on this icon or a little bit above, then select this Show Hide Sub-steps. So this is going to show you, this is going to expand and show you all the sub-steps. Now because there are a lot of nodes, let's collapse it again, and starting from the sub-steps and go through it one by one. Oh, sorry. So we can right-click and collapse the descendants, and this time all the descendants will be collapsed. And watch this. Now when you click that again, it's only going to show you the next node, and the further descendants are still collapsed. Okay, now so this one is about the first step of this main program, which is to set to define the global macros. And there is a new icon here, which means there are code inside. So if you right-click and select Edit Description again, you will see that there is a line of code there. So the code is always in this format, which is with a black background and in white font. Okay, so this will be the first step. To view the following steps, just click it again to expand it. And this time you see that we have more icons, but these icons are having viewed before. This is a play button. So this is a play icon, which means that if you go into the Edit Description, you you can view another video about this part. This is the icon to indicate that there are code inside. So again, in this description part, you will see the code there. And also there is a sub-steps icon, which means that there are more sub-steps after this. Okay, so before we go into the sub-steps, I'm gonna click it again to show the next step. All right, so you're gonna understand that there is a difference between the sub-steps and the next step. The sub-steps is about the details of this part, whereas the next step is that after all of the thing has been done, the next step. So the sub-steps are independent of this. So we can show and hide sub-steps of this part. So actually there is a lot of sub-steps belonging to this part, and the following steps is here. So so that's the difference. Okay. So you can also hide these sub-steps after viewing them. So you can right-click, not right-click on the sub-step, but on the parent node of the sub-steps. You can right-click here and show hide sub-steps. Right. So this time it's going to be the sub-steps are hidden. We are here. Right. So the sub-steps are hidden. So now let's collapse the rest of the sentence and let's go to the next one. So this one we're going to have more icons. So basically this icon means there are warnings, and this icon means there are learnings. Okay, so basically these contents are covered in the video. So basically it means that, well, to this step we have a special warning here in this message, and also we have a learning in this message, but most of them will be covered in this video. So if you view the video, you will know what it means. Okay, so then we're going to go into the next one. Again, there are sub-steps, but we're not going to view that. We're going to go ahead. So, and then we're going to have this steps and more steps. And now you can click on the blank area and hold the mouse, press down the mouse and hold it. Then you can move around to focus on a special node that you want to view. So if you want to return to the default view, you can right-click on any of the blank area. It is going to return to the default view. And if you want to collapse all of the following descendants, you can right-click. You can right-click and select the collapse all the descendants, as all the descendants will be collapsed. On the other hand, you can also do it here. You can collapse all the descendants, so it is going to return to the one node view, and right-click on any of the blank area to return it to the default view. Okay, so you can right-click and select expand descendants to expand all the descendants, and it's going to expand all at once. All right, so again, so this part is about the get DPD, and there are many sub-steps. So there is a sub-step here, there is a sub-step here, and if you expand all of them, you will see more substeps. So actually it is quite complicated. So the good idea is that every time you open up a substep and just view it, and well, like see in this case you have another substep that you can expand, and so this is the substep, and then you have more substeps, right? Yeah, so you can show more substeps. And now, so that one sounds like at the end of the substeps. So once you view all of that, make sure that you're gonna hide the substeps. Otherwise, the chart will be too busy and messy that very soon you will get lost. And remember, always go to the parent node of the substep, not the substep itself, right? Go here and click hide substeps, okay? And hide the substeps, okay? So this is the part, and hide this substeps. So then once that is done, so this part is about the main program. So the next is about, well, the next part is about the learnings. So these learnings, again, according to this argument, there are substeps. So we're going to expand these substeps. So there are 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. And again, each one, if you right click and select the edit description, you're going to see the code and also the video about this learning part.
This video is about downloading a file and save into a local folder.
Okay, so, and after that, you can hide the substeps again, the same thing. All right, so if you really messed up, for example, you open too much nodes and you want to collapse all, you can click this button to collapse all the nodes. And this tool is developed for additional use. Actually, it contains other functions like copy, paste, whatever, but these functions are not supposed to be used here, but they might work, you know, sometimes if you right click something. So for example, you might, if you click delete node, it's gonna work and that node will be deleted. All right, so in that case, don't panic. All you need to do is just to hit Control F5 to refresh it, and it is going to return to the default setting, and all the nodes are back. Well, that's all I have for this video.